Dear students, yesterday we see some unsolved numericals on the mechanical properties of fluids. Now today I am going to start the remaining numericals from question number 14. First read the question number 14. With what terminal velocity will an air bubble 0.4 millimeter in diameter rise in a liquid of viscosity 0.1 Newton second per meter square and specific gravity 0.9? Here, the diameter of air bubble is given in question number 14. Given points are: first given point, diameter of air bubble that is equal to 0.4 millimeter, that is equal to 4 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. This is the diameter. Therefore, radius of air bubble R is equal to d by 2, and that is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter. This is diameter. Second point, the viscosity, that is the coefficient of viscosity eta is equal to 0.1 Newton second per meter square, and specific gravity is 0.9. Specific gravity means density of liquid to the density of water of equal volume. That is equal to, the density of liquid is considered sigma. This is equal to, therefore specific gravity is equal to density of liquid to the density of water. And that is, therefore density of liquid is equal to specific gravity into density of water. And density of water is 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Therefore sigma is equal to, here specific gravity is given 0.9 into 10 raised to 3. This is specific gravity, kilogram per meter cube. This is given here. Since specific gravity is 0.9 and density of water is 10 raised to 3 kilogram per meter cube. Fourth given point, density of air, that is represented by here rho is equal to 1.29 kilogram per meter cube. To find out here the terminal velocity, terminal velocity is represented by small v. Now The expression for terminal velocity is v is equal to 2 by 9 times r square g into bracket rho minus sigma upon coefficient of viscosity. Now substitute the value of r, g, rho, sigma and eta here. We get terminal velocity v is equal to 2 upon 9 into radius r square means 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 bracket square. Value of g is 9.8 into bracket density of air, that is 1.29, and minus density of liquid, and density of liquid is here 0.9 into 10 raised to 3, that is equal to 900. Therefore here substitute the value of density of liquid is 900 divided by coefficient of viscosity. Coefficient of viscosity eta is equal to here 0.1 Newton second per meter square is given. Substitute that value here 0.1, and therefore terminal velocity v is equal to this 2 into 2 square, that is 4 into 10 raised to minus 8 into 9.8 into bracket. Take these subtractions, we get minus 898.71 upon 9 into this 0.1 means 10 raised to minus 1, and therefore v is equal to. Now take the multiplications of 2 into 4, that is 8, 8 into 9.8, 8 into 9.8, that is equal to 8 8 is 64, 6 carry 8 9 is 72 plus 6, that is 784. This is product. This negative signs here, decimal point is after 1 digit, into 898.71 upon 9 into 10 raised to, this 10 raised to minus 8 and this 10 raised to minus 1 at the denominator, therefore 10 raised to minus 7 here. Now divide by 9 to this 898.71, we get v is equal to minus 78.4 into 9 9s are 81, 8 remains, again 9 9s are 81, 7 remains. Decimal points complete. Now give the decimal points. 7 and 7, 77, 9 8 are 72, 5 remains, 5 and 1 51, 9 5 are 45, 51 minus 45, that is 6 remains, 6 and 0, 9 6 are 54, so on, into 10 raised to minus 7. Now take this multiplication by using the log table. Now see the log of 78.4. Here its characteristic is 1 point. Now see the mantis of 78, and in 4 we get 8,943. Now see the log of 99.856. Here the characteristic is 1. Here there are 5 digits. Fifth digit is greater than 5. So add 1 in previous digits. We get 86. After adding 1 in previous digits, we get 99.86, and therefore the mantis is seen in 99 of 8 and 6. We get mantis 9,994. 9,994. Here is multiplication, so add these logs. We get, after adding, we get 3 plus 4 7, 4 plus 9 13, 9 plus 9 plus 1 19, 8 plus 9 17 plus 1 18, 1 characteristic, 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. Now see the antilog. See the antilog of this. We get the antilog of this is 7,829. Now give the decimal points. After first digits into 10 raised to, characteristics is 3, therefore here 10 raised to 3. Now therefore terminal velocity v is equal to, minus 7.829 into 3 into this 10 raised to minus 7, and therefore terminal velocity v is equal to minus 7.829 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter per second. This is our required answer. The negative sign. Here the negative sign indicates that the bubble rises up, that cannot falls down. Negative sign here. The negative sign indicates that the bubble rises up, not falls down. Next numerical That is question number 15. The speed of water is 2 meter per second through a pipe of internal diameter 10 centimeter. Here, given point is the velocity v1 is equal to 2 meter per second and internal diameter, second point, internal diameter d1 is equal to 10 centimeter, and therefore radius is equal to radius r is equal to d by 2, that is equal to 5 centimeter, that is equal to 5 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. Now in next sentence, what should be the internal diameter of the nozzle of the pipe if the speed of water at nozzle is 4 meter per second? Here, third point is given terminal velocity at the nozzle point is 4 meter per second. Now what is the diameter of that nozzle? To find the diameter or radius of the nozzle, d2 or r2 is to be found out. Now in this case, if this is the pipe through which the liquid can be flows, if this tube shrinks at one end, this is the cross section area, and here this is the cross sectional area. If this cross sectional area is considered A1 and this cross sectional area is considered A2, V1 is the speed. V1 is the speed at this cross sectional area point, center point, and here V2 is the speed. Then we know that the product of cross sectional area and speed remains always constants. A1 V1 is equal to A2 V2, and therefore substitute the value of A1 V1. A1 means area of cross section, that is pi r square, that is pi r1 square into V1, that is equal to pi r2 square V2. Therefore here pi get cancels. Therefore here r1 means d by 2. Therefore d1 by 2 bracket square into V1 is equal to d2 by 2 bracket square into V2. Now substitute this value here. Diameter, the value of diameter is 10 centimeter. Therefore it is equal to 10 into 10 raised to minus 2 upon 2 bracket square into V1, that is 2 meter per second. Diameter of D2 is, find out D2 by 2 bracket square into V2 is 4 meter per second. From this equation, therefore d2 square by 4 is equal to, taking square, into 4 is equal to, here 2 1s are 2, 2 5s are 10, 5 square that is 25, into 10 raised to minus 2 square that is 10 raised to minus 4 into this 2, and therefore d2 square is equal to this 4 get cancelled, therefore d2 square is equal to 25 multiplied by 2, that is 50 into 10 raised to minus 4. Now taking the square root on both sides, we get d2 is equal to square root of 50 into 10 raised to minus 4, and therefore now see the square root. Here the power of 10 is even, so we see the square root tables of 10 to 100, and we get the square root of 50 is 7.071 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. This is our required answer. This is our required answer. Now the next numerical, that is question number 16. That is question number 16. With what velocity does water flow out of an orifice in a tank with a gauge pressure 4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square before the flow starts? Here density of water is given 1000 kilogram per meter cube. Here the gauge pressure. With what velocity does water flow out of an orifice in the tank with gauge pressure? Here gauge pressure is given. Gauge pressure given points. First given point. Gauge pressure, that is represented by Pg, and that is equal to 4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square, and it is given. Now here the density of water, second point, density of water liquid is given, that is 1000 kilogram per meter cube, that is equal to 10 raised to 3 kilogram per meter cube. For convenience I convert it into exponential forms. Now here to find out the velocity to be find out here, with what velocity does water flow out of an orifice in a tank? If we consider this is the water tank, and here it is the orifice, that is the hole, point hole. If this tank is filled by water, this orifice is at the height h, Now here given that the gauge pressure at this level, the gauge pressure at this level is 4 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. The expression for the gauge pressure Pg is equal to H rho G. Therefore, here H is equal to gauge pressure upon rho into G. This is the height. Now, to find out the velocity with which the liquid can float here, that can be found out by using the third kinematical equations, that is V square is equal to U square plus 2 times GH. Here initially the velocity is 0. And when the tank is filled up to this level, at that time velocity is V. So initial velocity is 0. Consider here initial velocity U is equal to 0 meter per second, and fourth point G is equal to 9.8 meter per second square. Therefore, this equation will becomes V square is equal to 0 plus 2 times G into value of H is gauge pressure upon rho into G. G get cancels. Therefore, V square is equal to 2 times gauge pressure upon density of water, and that is equal to 2 into 4 into 10 raised to 5 upon 10 raised to 3. Therefore, V square is equal to 8 into 10 raised to 2, and therefore taking square root on both sides, we get, therefore V is equal to square root of 8 into 10 raised to 2. Here the power of 10 is even, so, and number is single digits, that is 8. Therefore, take the square root. See the square root tables of 1 to 10, and we get square root of 8 is 2.828, and square root of 10 raised to 2, that is 10 raised to 1. Therefore, velocity of the water through the orifice V is equal to 28.28 meter per second. This is our required answer. Next numerical, that is question number 17. The pressure of water inside the closed pipe is 3 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. This pressure reduced to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square on opening value of the pipe on opening the value of the pipe. Calculate the speed of water flowing through the pipe. Here, the initial pressure in question number 17, given points are from the first sentence, the pressure of water inside a closed pipe is 3 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Here, first given a point, P1 is equal to 3 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square. Second point, this pressure reduces to 2 into 10 raised to 5 Newton per meter square on opening the pipe. On opening the pipe. Calculate the speed of water flowing through the pipe. Here, as initially the pipe is closed, so initial velocity becomes 0 meter per second. Now, after opening the pipe, what is the speed of water flowing through the pipe? That means to find out the speed of water through the pipe after opening. For that purpose, the given points, again fourth point, given point, density of water is equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube, that is 10 raised to 3 kilogram per meter cube it is given. Now, for that purpose, the expressions between the change in pressure, that is P1 minus P2 is equal to half into rho into bracket V2 square minus V1 square. By using these expressions, here if we substitute the values of P1, P2, density and initial velocity, we get initial pressure is here 3 into 10 raised to 5 and final pressure is 2 into 10 raised to 5, therefore 3 into 10 raised to 5 minus 2 into 10 raised to 5 is equal to half into 10 raised to 3 into bracket V2 square minus 0 square, that is 0. Therefore, here 10 raised to 5 is taken common and 3 minus 2, that is 1, that is 1 into 10 raised to 5 is equal to half into 10 raised to 3 into V2 square. Therefore, V2 square is equal to, V2 square is equal to 2 into 1, that is 2 into 10 raised to 5 upon 10 raised to 3, and that is equal to 2 into 10 raised to 2. 2 into 10 raised to 2. Taking square root on both sides, we get Therefore, V2 is equal to square root of 2 into 10 raised to 2. Here the power of 10 is even and the 2 is single digit. Therefore, we see the square root of 1 to 10 table, and from that the V2 is equal to square root of 2, that is 1.414, and square root of 10 raised to 2, that is 10 raised to 1, and therefore V2 is equal to 14.14 meter per second. This is our required answer. Now, next numerical, that is question number 18. Calculate the rise of water inside a clean glass capillary tube of radius 0.1 millimeter when immersed in water of surface tension 7 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Here in this sentence, first given point is the radius of the capillary tube. R is equal to 0.1 millimeter, that is equal to 1 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter is given. And second point is surface tension of water, capital T, is equal to 7 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter is given. Now, read the second sentence. Next sentence, the angle of contact between water and glass is 0. That is, third point is given, theta is equal to 0 degree. Density of water, that is rho, is equal to 1000 kilogram per meter cube, that is 10 raised to 3 kilogram per meter cube, and G is equal to, fifth point, G is equal to 9.8 is given. These are the given points. 9.8 meter per second square is given. Now, to find out the rise of water inside the clean glass, that is to find the height of liquid level rises in the capillary, that is to find out H. Now, we know the expression for the surface tension. Surface tension is equal to HR rho G upon 2 times cos of theta, and therefore the height of liquid level rises in the capillary, H is equal to 2 times T cos theta upon R rho G. Now, substitute the value of surface tension, angle of contact, radius of capillary, density of liquid, and G we get. Therefore, H is equal to 2 into 7 into 10 raised to minus 2 into cos 0 upon radius is 1 into 10 raised to minus 4 into density of water, that is 10 raised to 3, and the value of G is 9.8. Therefore, H is equal to 2 into 7, that is 14, into cos 0, that is 1. Cos 0 is 1, power of 10, 10 raised to minus 2, 10 raised to minus 4 on, and 10 raised to 3 on denominator. Therefore, that comes equal to 10 raised to minus 1 taken on numerator, that is plus 1, that is 10 raised to minus 1 upon 9.8. Now it is equal to 1.4 upon 9.8. Now see the logs. By using log, we solve it. Log of 1.4 is equal to characteristic is 0 and mantissa is 1461, and log of 9.8, that is equal to characteristic is 0, mantissa is 9912. Here is quotient, so subtract the log, that is 11 minus 2, 9, 1 characteristic replace, 6 minus 2, that is 4, 14 minus 9, that is 5, 1 characteristic replace, 11 minus 10, that is 1, and 1 characteristic replace, that is bar 1, that is bar 1. Here 1 characteristic replace, 1 characteristic replace, 1 characteristic replace. Now see the antilog. See the antilog of this log. We get the antilog is 1429, and therefore here the characteristic is bar 1. Therefore here 1.429 into 10 raised to minus 1. This is the antilog, and therefore h is equal to 1429 meter. This is our required answer. Now next numerical, that is question number 19. An air bubble of radius 0.2 millimeter is situated just below the water surface. Calculate the gauge pressure. Surface tension of water is 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. Here given that the radius of the bubble, first point, r is equal to 0.2 millimeter, that is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 4 meter is given. And the surface tension of water is T is equal to 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2 Newton per meter. And to find out the gauge of pressure, this is to be find out. Now, if we consider this is the water tank, filled with water or liquid, any liquid. Here an air bubble of radius 0.2 millimeter just situated below the water surface. That means here is the air bubble. this is the air bubble just below the water surface, just below the water surface. Therefore, the change in pressure, that is in inner pressure and outer pressure, the difference between them is the gauge pressure. The difference between that pressure is called the gauge pressure, that is internal pressure minus outside pressure, that is the gauge pressure, and that is equal to 2 times T upon R. 2 times T upon R. Since the air bubble is inside the liquid, therefore the gauge pressure is 2 times T upon R. Substitute the value of surface tension and radius, we get gauge pressure is equal to 2 times surface tension is 7.2 into 10 raised to minus 2, and radius is 2 into 10 raised to minus 4. This 2 to get cancelled, therefore gauge pressure is equal to 7.2 into 10 raised to 2 into 10 raised to 2, and therefore gauge pressure is 720 Newton per meter square. This is our required answer. There is printing mistakes in the answers printed in our textbook. Thank you. If you like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel Physics Guru RDP. Thanks again.